Welcome to Daily Sports Recap from Tip to Kick. That is Daily Sports Recap from Tip to Kick. As a reminder, please subscribe, please follow. Today we're going to get into NFL, MLB, NBA, and obviously a little bit of some World Cup news. But an announcement first. Today is my last episode of the summer. Well, not of the summer, but for a few weeks because I'll be going to camp. I'll be gone for about 6 weeks, which is pretty sad and pretty annoying if you are a listener, and I totally understand that. But I will not be able to make episodes for a few weeks, and after that, I will be right back. And I just want to tell you guys, because I'm not going to be making episodes for a while, and after that, I'll be right back. And so this is not like me quitting. After this, I'll be right back. I just wanted to give you guys that heads up, and I know I've given you that heads up before. But let's just get right into it with some NFL. All right. So the league officially canceled the 2026 supplemental draft. If you didn't know, former Texas Tech quarterback Brandon Sorsby was in legal and professional trouble. Sorsby faced an NCAA ban due to severe gambling controversy and has dropped his college lawsuits to enter the special draft. But the NFL Management Council firmly denied his petition, citing core integrity interests. And I think this is a good choice. You're degrading the game by doing this. You intentionally gamble, and it's like, if you're going to go to the NFL, you got to keep it straight. They don't mess around there. So I think this is a good choice by the NFL, and I fully support it. The Falcons locked in their star tight end with a 3-year, $54 million extension in Kyle Pitts. The deal includes an $18 million annual average, making him one of the top 3 highest paid tight ends in the league. Police are actively reviewing a battery and assault allegation against New York Jets quarterback Geno Smith. Details remain limited as the investigation unfolds. I'm not going to say much more about that because I don't really know. And there's not too much information out there about that. But yeah, all right. The NFL finalized their schedule for 23 joint training camp practices involving 28 teams. High-profile sessions include the New Orleans Saints practicing against the Cowboys and Rams. All right, Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback Jim Kelly revealed he was hospitalized suffering a stroke this past spring. He has reported that he is currently feeling well and recovering. So obviously we'll pray for a speedy recovery in his family for him. All right, a massive New York Times follow-up piece revealed the athletic reporter Diana Rossini commands an annual salary of close to $800,000, making her one of the highest paid journalists under its company umbrella. And that is a lot of money for just a reporter. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Anyways. All right. Tennessee Titans player Jeffrey Simmons agreed to a massive 3-year, $150.8 million extension. Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens attended minicamp and confirmed he will not hold out despite playing on the franchise tag. Indianapolis Colts A.J. Halsey is expected to be named the official starter headed into that camp. All right, now let's get into some NBA. All right, the first round concluded last night of the draft. Washington Wizards selected BYU star AJ DeBansa, which is one I predicted in that. With the number 1 overall pick, he is followed by Kansas guard Darren Peterson to the Utah Jazz, number 2 in Cameron, and Duke forward Cameron Boozer going to the Grizzlies at number 3. So there was not really too much surprise there. The newly crowned NBA champion New York Knicks completely traded out of the first round through separate multi-team swaps with the Lakers, Mavericks, Suns, and the Knicks hoarded 5 future second-round picks, which is big, and cash considerations while avoiding a guaranteed first-round contract, which is always an interesting play. You always have to see how that plays out. That could always be really big or a big mistake. All right, round 2 of the draft resumes tonight on ESPN. The Knicks, number 31, and Grizzlies, number 32, were reportedly actively fielding trade offers from teams trying to move up and grab top remaining talent. All right, Lakers guard Austin Reeves has agreed to stay in LA for a massive 4-year, $185 million maximum contract extension to remain with LA. The deal includes a player option for the final season and solidifies him as a primary backcourt partner alongside Luka Doncic. All right. The Wizards agreed to 4-year, $212 million contract to bring back their star point guard after he declined his player option. Okay. And big news: the Heat landed two-time MVP Giannis and Bobby Portis from the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Tyler Hero, Kill Ward, Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Kasparis Jokontinos. Definitely saying that wrong. And four first round draft assets, which I think that was a great. I think they really got a lot. The Bucks got a lot, but yeah, big news: him going to Miami. The Timberwolves traded Julius Randle and the number 28 pick to the Nets in a 3-team deal. They also sent center Nick Claxton to the Bulls. All right. And now let's get into some MLB. Okay. The Mets sports star. Yeah. Let me restart. The Mets sports star said the same thing over again. Juan Soto, the star of the Mets, exited Tuesday's night game early against the Cubs and has been out of Game 1 lineup today. He is currently considered day-to-day. And we've seen when Juan Soto leaves, it is not good for them. He really does hold them together. He carries the team, but also he's just the glue of that team. All right, a massive silver lining for these Mets, especially after Juan Soto leaves and is day-to-day. Francisco Lindor is set to make his highly anticipated return after missing 2 months with a strained calf. So this is great for them, and hopefully he can hold on well until Juan Soto at least gets better, more reliable. All right, Yuri Perez, the Marlins have officially activated right-hander Yuri Perez for the 15-day IL to start this afternoon final against the Rangers. Conversely, the Cubs-Marlins pitching carousel continues as Miami is expected to leave Edward Cabrera on the injured list after a brutal left leg injury required him to be carted off the field. And you always hate to see those. They're always kind of scary. In any sport, when someone gets carted off the field, it's always kind of a hard thing to watch, and you always hope that they're okay. It's kind of hard to tell what happens to them. All right, Royals left-hander Cole Ragans is likely heading towards major elbow surgery, presenting a devastating blow to Kansas City's pitching depth, and that would not be good. Those arm injuries, sometimes you don't exactly come back to as great as you were before. All right. Giants' Rafael Devers publicly apologized to first-year manager Tony Vitello after throwing a dugout tantrum and resisting being lifted for a pinch runner. Buster Posey has since stepped in to defend Vitello's leadership. Yeah, Rafael Devers, it's always, I don't know if we've talked about that much, but he is a baby. He really does not play with the pride or, what he should be. He's always whining, and it's really hard to have him on your team. It's such a shame. He's such a great player. Sucks that he's kind of a bum. All right, Commissioner Rob Manfred explicitly blamed the Giants front office today for failing to clearly communicate to the players that wearing special Pride Night caps was entirely optional. So, yeah, I don't really know what's happening there. We're just going to move on from that. All right, Manny Machado, former O, delivered a dramatic 10th-inning walk-off single to propel the San Diego past the Atlanta Braves 7-6. Down to their final strike against the Nationals, the Phillies exploded for an 8-run 9th inning to secure a wild 14-9 comeback victory. And the Phillies, they are moving up in the world. You better watch them. All right, the Dodgers logged a season high, tying 17 hits to crush the Minnesota Twins 12-3, and that game was not even close. Conversely, the Orioles just a few days ago beat the Dodgers at about the same score. Shohei Ohtani remains the NL's leading overall vote getter for an All-Star. In the second ballot update, while Cleveland Ernie Clement has surged to the top of the AL ballot, which doesn't really surprise me that Ohtani's up there, obviously. Day one of the 6th annual MLB Draft Combine wrapped up at Chase Field, showcasing 335 top collegiate and high school prospects looking to elevate their draft stock. All right, now let's get into some World Cup stuff. All right, after a quiet tournament opener, 41-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo silenced his doubters by leading Portugal 5-0 dominance over Uzbekistan, concurrently extending his record-breaking international career. Cristiano Ronaldo made history as the first player to score in 6 separate World Cups. This guy's great. I've been saying it for a while. He's definitely the GOAT of soccer. Even at this age, he is still just cooking up, and his opponents just have no word for it. All right. Thomas Tuchel's English national team missed a golden opportunity to lock up an early knockout spot after being held to a frustrating 0-0 draw by Ghana. Controversy sparked late in the match when Ghana was denied a penalty that many experts believe should have been given. It definitely should have been. I watched that. Yeah. This happens a lot with England. England has a great team and they don't do too well in the World Cup. They had so many opportunities to score. If you watch it, there was this one where it bounced off the post, the Ghana keeper's diving, the wrong, not in the way of the ball, and the ball drops right to the England player, and he just skies it, and everyone was just so annoyed. They missed so many times, so many shots. This game should have, they should have won this game. Anyways, midfielding maestro Luka Modric celebrated his 200th international appearance for Croatia, helping steer his squad to a crucial 1-0 victory over Panama. That was a good game. And the loss officially eliminated Panama from the tournament, and they were all wearing Luka Modric shirts. Saw that on TV. I thought that was pretty cool. Everyone stood up and cheered in the crowd. Not even just the Croatia fans, too. All right, thanks to the late 76th minute strike by Daniel Musino, Colombia edged past DR Congo 1-0 to punch their official ticket to the round of 32. And this kind of ended the DR Congo surprising run. So yeah. Off the pitch, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has modified travel rules for the Iran national team, permitting them to enter the U.S. 2 days prior to their crucial Seattle match. Yeah, it's tricky. That's political, and you kind of hate when that messes into soccer, but also you have to be safe. All right. So today. All right. Group B had 3: Switzerland and Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina versus Qatar. Group C had 6: Scotland versus Brazil, Morocco versus Haiti, and Group A at 9: Czechia versus Mexico, and South Africa versus South Korea. That is all we have for the podcast today. Thank you guys so much for letting me pod this school year, this summer. And I know it's a bummer that I have to take a break for a while, but I'll be right back. And then we will just keep grinding out episodes after that. So don't go anywhere. Stay followed, stay subscribed, tell your friends about us. We're going to be right back. But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Looking to get married at 2207. I can't, but if you're looking to say I do and want it done right in the DMV, hit up Rebecca Thomas Events. And please subscribe, please follow, and we'll be right back after this break. I'm Christian, gonna miss you guys. See you in 6 weeks.